Hey guys, Property Search Think Gladfish. I'm Alegre-Wood and this is Property Rant. So today, basically, I don't want to take a mortgage. Okay, so a great question here. Don't want to take a mortgage. More and more people, because of all the changes and because of the difficulty in the process, and it's almost like you have to remember stuff back to when you were a kid, to apply for a mortgage these days. And if you get it wrong, that's it, gone. It's so difficult they've made the progress. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's nothing any individual can do about it, until the government wakes up to themselves and say, and stops being friggin' monkeys and idiots, because that's what they are right now. It's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing, and I don't agree with it, whatever. But anyway, that's my rant. No, look, anyway, the things to consider whether you should take a mortgage or not. All right. If you don't take a mortgage, you pay for it cash, fantastic. What it's going to mean is, if this is the rent and these are the costs, that's the profit, and therefore that is what you'll pay tax on. Yeah. Now, my alternative option, I would rather go, I'll take a mortgage on that. I'll use the money that I would have paid cash for that to buy another investment. So now I've got two investments. So I've diversified, if you like. Then what I'll do is I potentially buy one in one area, one in another. So when that area is going up, that area might not be, and vice versa, okay? So that's a good portfolio strategy. But also what it means is that money that I was wasting in tax and giving to those friggin' monkeys that are just gonna waste it on, ridiculous, inaccurate or unproductive things, it's not getting used. It's going back into our portfolio. Now, the question with that is then, what's the leverage, or the amount of leverage, the amount of loan to value I should be getting? And of course, if you're looking to pay cash, well, don't go to a high. I would recommend 60% if you want to be really, really conservative, 50%, because at 50%, you're really going to be covered for a long period of time, and you're really going to. Now, if you're playing purely for income, fine. No problems, we can do that. But there are other ways that we can still take a mortgage, still get a high yield, and work that out. So, speak to the team about those opportunities that you can. So it's not just a case of saying, right, I want cash because I'm going to make this much money each month. You've got to then take the tax off, and then you see what's left and you think, well, actually, you know what? That versus if I did two and made this much, I'm going to end up with about the same amount of money in my pocket. Okay, but I now have double the asset potentially, which over, if the market rose 10%, that's 10% increase on the doubled amount. So your return on investment, which should be why we're doing this whole thing, is going to be higher. Okay, so they're just some considerations, some basic considerations. Can you do cash? Yes, you can. We have lots of clients doing cash, and in fact, more and more international investors are doing cash now because they simply can't get mortgages. I mean, it's ridiculous, the state of things now and the way things are going with the way mortgages are. And that's not just in the UK. That's all around. Things have tightened up, which, in some ways, that's a good thing, because what it's done is tightened up whereas the market's sort of hitting a peak. So what you might find is there's not going to be this drop. It'll be a nice, even, a bit like this, and then back up again. Great. That's good for that cycle. But I think the way they're going about it is absolutely ridiculous, because it's targeting some and not others. Corporations are almost getting away scot-free, whereas individuals aren't. And that, for me, that's not how it should be. Individuals should be getting supported. Corporations should be the ones that should be getting penalised on this. But anyway, that's another discussion, another rant. But guys, so cash, absolutely possible, but just consider those few things. Okay, guys, have a great day. Live with passion.